Just a quick video to install this wireless charging head on my Quadlock phone mount on the Tiger. I've had Quadlock phone mounts on both bikes ever since way back when because I find that they're a pretty good way to mount your phone. And I typically buy this stick-on mount. That way I can buy whatever case I like. And I tend to like these little thin, simple cases for my phone. Because sometimes I stick the phone in my pocket. I don't want something bulky. So I usually get the stick-on mount for the Quadlock system. The Quadlock system is not the easiest to put on. Sometimes you have to fiddle with it a little bit to get it to go on. And that's a little bit of a pain in the butt. But it's very secure. And that's what I like. So when they had this wireless head on sale, recently I decided to pick it up finally. It's still not the most inexpensive thing in the world, but I figured, well, hey, for my long distance riding, it would be nice to have the phone consistently charged, especially if I'm using Sirius XM all the time, listening to music or maybe looking at the navigation using the phone. It would be good to keep the charge up. I also picked this up, which is a set of screws. So you've got several of these, it looks like 4 of these screws in there, which are tamper-proof. So anti-theft screw kit. So I'm going to use that to fix this head onto my existing mount. I do have vibration dampeners for the Quadlock system, and they have been working very well with the iPhone. The iPhone camera is notorious for failing when it's mounted on a motorcycle without a vibration dampener. The high frequency vibrations from the handlebars kind of like, I guess, shake the camera to death. So what those vibration dampeners do is they lower the vibration frequency and they dampen it quite a bit. And that's been working for years now. I've had no problems with that. So from what my understanding is that the charging head will go on top of the dampener. So that will reduce the vibration frequency even more because you've got added mass on top of the vibration dampener. So it should work even better to kind of like soften the vibrations going into the phone. Okay. So instead we've got a little pamphlet of instructions. Looks pretty simple. I guess these Australians have been learning from the Chinese in packaging. I suppose it's all nice to have nice little presentation in your packaging. I've got to undo that, to undo this wire, to pass this through. Drama. So there's the lock. This lock goes in, you just screw it on here. Like I said, this is mounted straight onto the existing Quadlock system. Pretty nice. It's got two wires, and they'll go nicely in my Heeltech Thunderbox. It's got a nice thick wire sheathing here, and it looks like a good length, so it'll reach my battery underneath my seat, no problem. Electrical safety and warranty. So 2 additional pieces of information, and then of course we've got this little box here. Oh, whoa. So I'm no expert at unboxing, as you can tell. So we've got these 2 little, I don't know what they're called, they're little grommets. You've got an Allen key, and you got some zip ties, so I don't have to use my own zip ties. And then we've got this set of screws. At least it's easier than the charging head box to open. So it is not 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 screws in here. So this is a good deal. I forget what it is. I think it's like $10 or $10 or $20. I can't remember. Instructions are on this QR code, and there's a little, there's the key, the special key. So which screw to use? I guess the screw that fits, that suits this length is the one to use. So looks like the second one. Okay. The second one is the correct length. Let's go over to the bike now and see what we got. So as you can see, I've got the vibration dampener here. I've got the blue lever. I guess this blue lever will have to come off. That blue lever is what releases the phone from the quad lock system. So I'll just undo this screw here, take this off, take this blue lever off, and then mount the wireless charging system or the wireless charging head onto this. That's my idea. And then I've got the Heltec Thunderbox 8 connector. I've only got one item connected to these two terminal junction boxes, is what they are. And that's for my, what was it for? Oh, it's for my GPS. So I've got like 7 other connectors that I could use. I don't need these two. I've got 3 open ones on this and 4 on this, so 7. So this is going to be my second thing connected. So I'm going to connect it with the same ones here. All right. So what I'm going to do is undo this and mount that up. Since I don't have my big tripod with me, I'm going to just put this camera down. I'm going to just do that quickly and show you the finished result. So there we are, installed, and the charging head is now on my RAM mount on my bike, and you can see the screw, the tamper-proof screw is on, and I've run the wire over to the Thunderbox, and I've made that connection there to the existing 2 connectors that I've used so far. So let's see how the phone goes on. I can't do this one-handed, can I? It's a little bit stiff, and my RAM mount is flexing a little bit. You see, this is what I'm talking about, getting this thing on. Usually I put my hand behind it. Let me do that right now. Okay, here we go. I usually put my hand behind it because this flexes a little bit, and it pushes it forward. So yeah, here it is, and as you can see, the vibration mount is there. It works very well with the anti-vibration mount of the Quadlock. And then to get it off, you just press on these little ears on the side of the thing and twist, I guess. Oh, I just shifted that again. Again, I'm gonna have to use both hands, which I'm doing right now, to twist and get my phone off. So every now and again, when mounting my phone to my Quadlock, there's a little swearing going on because I don't always find exactly the right orientation. But anyway, what I've got to do now is start this bike up, because the way the Thunderbox works is there's no accessories powered on when the when the thing is connected. None of the accessories are live, I should say. It requires the bike to be running. All right, so this should start up soon. How I know is when that gets power, now the Thunderbox is kicking in. So all my accessories should have power. But this wireless is not charging. If you can see here, you can see it's not charging. So I've got to trace that problem. Oh, but the light is on. The light is on, so it's receiving power, which means that this case is not working with that charging head. Let me put it back on. I don't see any charging going on here. So I'm gonna have to get a new case. Bummer. So I'm not too happy with that outcome so far. I bought this charging head here, and it doesn't work with the stick-on mount for the Quadlock system. So I've got to go out and buy a new case for my iPhone 13 Pro. Anyway, I'm going to go finish up the install. At least the charging head is there and it's working. It's connected to my Thunderbox. I'm happy with that. So I just got to go and get a new low profile. Hopefully I can find a low profile case for my iPhone 13 Pro, and hopefully all will be well, because they claim that this wireless charging head will work with all of their cases. So I'm back again. Just spent, I don't know, 15 minutes of my life on the computer ordering another case for my phone. Here's a word to the wise. If at all possible, do not buy from Quadlock website. I've never been there and had a nice experience in terms of, let me rephrase that. So I had to go to the Quadlock website, and I did that with some trepidation, because when I bought this wireless head, it was shipped from New Jersey. Now, they shipped it from New Jersey, and they estimated that it was going to take over a week to get from New Jersey to Houston. Okay, and they were using DHL. Who the heck uses DHL? They use DHL, and they said it was going to take over a week. So it's like, oh, okay, fine. Luckily it took a little bit less than that. So it was about a week, or a little bit under a week. But still, I mean, if they had shipped it promptly, it should be in my hands within a couple of days. If it was shipped by, UPS or FedEx, FedEx is the fastest, it would have gotten here much quicker. So I'm not impressed by Quadlock shipping. So that's the reason why I didn't want to go back to Quadlock. Here I am. I'm trying to do an install. It would be nice if I can go buy these Quadlock accessories from Best Buy, but Best Buy, that's another drama in itself. Best Buy does not carry Quadlock as well. So you can only buy Quadlock products from the Quadlock website, basically, is what I'm finding. So I go there and I try to buy this case. It looks like a nice case, just a basic case. Taxes all in is going to be like $35. So I just spent a whole bunch of money for this thing here, and I've got to go buy a new case now for my phone to be able to work on this wireless charger. Okay, time comes to pay now. It doesn't want to accept my credit card. Nothing wrong with my credit card. It didn't tell me why. And I'm going to put a graphic up on the screen to tell you the absurd message that it sent. But it put a message saying there was an error with the payment. I used that same credit card to pay for this same thing. Today, it had a problem with the credit card. So I switched over and I had to use PayPal. So here I am, just having bought a new case for $35 extra using PayPal when I wanted to use my credit card. And it's probably going to take over a week to get here. So, do I recommend Quadlock? Not really. However, as far as I know, they're the only ones that come out with all of these different mounts, which I do have mounts for, and and I've just bought this wireless charging head that I can't easily return, because I'd have to go through another set of drama to send this back through them. And they probably will not want to take it back. I don't know. But I don't really recommend Quadlock, okay? There are other manufacturers, Peak Design. I don't know if they have a charging head or whatever, but I'm too far invested into Quadlock right now to change. But that's my rant here for today. I'm just going to say I do not recommend them. If you're starting out from scratch, look elsewhere, okay? But if you have the Quadlock system, it does work. The vibration dampener works great. The lock is very secure. If it's a pain in the butt to get on sometimes, that's part of the charm, I guess. But yeah, that's where I stand. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead now and run the wires on this thing here, finish up this install, and then show you the rest of the finished product afterwards. Okay, I had to open the garage door, get a little bit of light in here, and get some coolness from outside. It's a little bit cooler outside than it is inside the garage. And anyway, this is how I ran the wire. So the wire is gone behind. It's gone through this little tie wrap here, through the nice wire guide here, and underneath, I'm going to use one of the zip ties to tie this the wire onto my. I guess this is my light for the auxiliary lights. That's the wire for the auxiliary lights. Tie the two of them together. You've got to take this little panel off here. Makes the job easier. Pass the wire through behind here, through here, underneath here, and bang, terminating it at the Thunderbox connectors. So everything worked out with the standard wire. I was concerned that it would be just a little bit short, but no, it worked out perfectly for the Tiger. So I'll just go ahead and stick these wires down out of the way and shut this down, and the job will be done. So aside from the drama of the having to buy a separate case for this to make this system work, the installation itself is trivial. It's especially if you've already got a system, you just got to unscrew the previous connector or mounting plate. You just got to unscrew that, screw in the new wireless charging head, and run your wire. Connect it to your battery. In my case, I've got a Heltec Thunderbox, and so it's very easy to hook up any accessories that I want to that. And it cuts power, or it does not supply power until the bike is idling, and the idle is smooth. So it focuses, what that system does is it focuses all of the electrical power into starting the engine, making sure the engine is running smooth. And then after that, then it switches on and it powers your accessories that are connected to it. So it's a great system. I've got 6 more ports to go. I don't know what other Farkles there are to connect to this. I don't have anything in mind. I didn't even have this in mind, but it's just that it was on a good price, and I decided, well, it was a good thing to have for long distance travel. But yeah, let's see how long it takes before that case comes in, and I expect that it should work. If it doesn't work, Quadlock will be hearing from me. Right now, I can only give them a 5 out of 10 because of this. I'm not pleased with their website and the fact that, and their distribution system. And then they use DHL, which is like the slow boat. You can't even say the slow boat from China, because I've gotten stuff from China faster than I got this charging head from New Jersey. So I'm not impressed with their shipping using DHL. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, consider subscribing, leave a comment below. Have you had any issues with your charging, with your case, your phone case, working with the this charging head? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you in the next video.